The clock is counting down from 45 minutes. You've memorized your costing formulas and financial reporting standards, but the prompt asks you to draft a briefing note to the board. Your hands freeze over the keyboard. The operational case study functions as a role simulation. You are being evaluated as a finance officer working inside a fictional company. This page from the blueprint shows that examiners test this role play through standard business communication formats. You are required to use an on-screen word processor to submit written responses formatted as emails, memos, reports, and briefing notes. Formatting in CIMA serves as a cognitive framing tool. It provides the evidence that you can take raw accounting data and communicate it like a working professional. Success starts with avoiding the over-formatting trap. This is where candidates write elaborate multi-page introductions that belong in a university paper, not a business task. This chart plots formatting effort against technical application marks. Spending 10 minutes on introductory fluff puts you in this high-effort zone. You lose the time needed to deploy the technical arguments that carry the weight of the score. The opposite extreme is submitting a giant, unbroken wall of text. Submitting unformatted text ignores the simulation instructions. This puts your professional communication marks at risk, regardless of your technical accuracy. You should aim for this optimal target, a low-effort, high-impact approach relying on pre-memorized structural templates. Deploying a structure in seconds frees up your mental energy for the accounting analysis that earns the most marks. Most of your formatting work is identical across emails, reports, and briefing notes. The first rule is the first-person perspective. Use phrases like "I recommend" or "we should consider" to inhabit the role of a finance officer. The second rule is bold subheadings. Graders need to scan your document quickly to see where you have addressed each part of the requirement. Avoid long, unbroken paragraphs. They are difficult to read under exam pressure. Adopting a first-person tone and using bold subheadings achieves the baseline required for professional communication marks. This matrix evaluates the three distinct formats, starting with the most formal, the report. Reports are usually for higher-level management. They require a strict header, to, from, date, and subject. Reports also require a mandatory introduction that clearly states the aims of the document. You must end a report with a conclusions or recommendation summary based on the subheaded paragraphs in your main body. Keep the introduction to a 2-sentence summary. If it becomes conversational chat, you are losing critical exam time. Compare the formal report against the fastest format on the exam, the briefing note. Briefing notes remove the formal block header. A simple title is often sufficient. Crucially, the briefing note requires no introduction. Launch immediately into a subheaded summary of facts designed to rapidly inform a busy decision-maker. Writing a lengthy introduction here demonstrates that you haven't grasped the requirements of the requested business format. The most frequently requested format is the email or memo. This uses a standard block header, to, from, date, subject, but adds a polite salutation, like "Dear Jack." Emails are typically sent to your line manager. This allows for a direct, slightly more conversational tone. Because emails lack the deep structural signposting of a formal report, your paragraphs must be concise. Rely on bullet points to maintain readability. Length is not a proxy for quality. Aim for 1 to 1.5 typed pages with a sound structure. Use this battle plan for the first 120 seconds. Step 1. Identify the format and type out its structural shell. Step 2. Create bold subheadings pulled from the task requirements. Step 3. Switch to the first person and begin drafting your technical analysis. By building that vehicle robotically in the first 2 minutes, your remaining time is completely dedicated to the technical arguments that define your score.